DaBaby's fall from grace was something no one ever expected, because the moment he stepped out to the spotlight, he became an unstoppable force and took the rap scene by storm. He was dropping hit after hit, working with the biggest artists and captivating his fans with his electrifying performances.
Probably don't want this, so baby mama take a piss, cause I'm the type of baby that's gon' baby see I just did a show and put on laughing on the hate.
In just a short period of time, DaBaby became one of the faces of today's hip-hop. He even once beat Drake for the numbers of monthly listeners on Spotify. Though he's not as rich as Drake, DaBaby had around $7 million at the peak of his career. But the longer he stayed at the top, the more controversies he got involved in that dragged his career to the ground. It began when DaBaby got arrested for assaulting a concert promoter. The promoter sued DaBaby for $6 million, but with the lack of evidence, DaBaby won the case. But not long after clearing his name, DaBaby got sued again for attacking a female fan. And it seemed like DaBaby was purposely ruining his career, because in the same year, he got caught carrying a loaded gun in supermarket and was arrested for it. But despite these terrible crimes, his fans continued to support him and enjoyed his music. So DaBaby thought nothing will ever get him canceled. But he proved himself wrong, because during one of his concerts, DaBaby said some homophobic slurs against the LGBTQ community.
You didn't show up today with HIV, AIDS, any of them deadly sexually transmitted diseases that'll make you die in 2-3 weeks. Put a cell phone like that. Fellas, if you ain't in the parking lot, put your cell phone like that.
Let's be real.
When these videos went viral, DaBaby was immediately got canceled and blasted with a lot of backlash. Even his fellow artists weren't pleased with what he said. Dua Lipa said in her story,
I'm surprised and horrified at DaBaby's comments. I really don't recognize this as the person I worked with. I know my fans know where my heart lies and that I stand 100% with the LGBTQ community.
Because of how hurtful DaBaby's comments were, he was dropped from projects and music festivals that cost him millions of dollars. And worst of all, many of his fans have turned against him. So to not completely lose them all, DaBaby issued an apology and said,
I want to apologize to the LGBTQ plus community for the hurtful and triggering comments I made. Again, I apologize for my misinformed comments about HIV/AIDS, and I know education on this is important.
However, this apology wasn't enough to save his new album from flopping and his shows from getting canceled due to low ticket sales. But since DaBaby has been a hustler all his life, he treats his situation as a challenge that he needs to go through. And he believes that one day he will regain the superstardom he once had.